What's going on, everybody?
How's it going, buddy?
I'm excited, full of energy, baby. One at a time. You guys are jumping on this too much. All right. So first things first, what would you guys like to practice? What are we talking about here?
I would like to, I'm going to start calling the database, as in database today. And I'd like to just run through what that call looks like to get the email, get the
love it.
Address.
By the way, you look real sharp there. Look at that, huh? Dress for success. Yes, love it. Love it. All right. So connecting with people you know, past clients, center influence database. What should that conversation be like? Okay. I love this. This is a great call. I would start off with asking, is this a first call to them, or is this like a regular call that you've done already in the past? You've had the first call already.
I haven't had the first call already. Some people I would talk to regularly. So I went through my phone book. I have 220 people that I'm comfortable reaching out to that will remember me and that I feel would be good to add to the database. Anybody that I haven't put in, I don't see the point in putting them in, to be honest.
All right. So if it's first time connecting with someone, we want to come with something of value. Okay. So I'm always going to use the newsletter as that something of value. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So bringing something of value, I'm connecting. Now you're going to use this script, this conversation throughout your career, because there's always going to be new people that you add to the database. And this is how it should always start. Like this should be the very first call when connecting and adding someone to that database. What should it sound like? And it's really, I got to come with something of value, right? So we would start off. Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Why, okay, let me think about how to say this. When should you add somebody to the database?
Okay. Great question. So I'm going to add people that I'm working with currently to the database, right? So obviously if you're showing how like you got an online lead that came in, right? You met with that online lead. They're like, yes, we want to hire you. Boom. That person should go in your database right off the bat. Let them know that we keep you updated. Now, let's pretend. I'm going to see simple facts. We want to be looking all the time for other people. So while working with this, let's say young buyer, young couple, they're buying a house, first-time home buyers. You're showing them properties. They find something that they like. What typically happens? They'll bring a family member to come see the house. It's like, hey, mom and dad show up, right? Their siblings show up. Look at the new house that we're buying, right? So I would put in mom and dad into the database because now there's a connection there, right? Same idea. Call them up, ask if they're interested in that. If they say yes, boom, they're in your database. Okay, you go golfing, right? But you go with your friends, and when you're playing golf, typically it's with 4 people. Go with a foursome, and let's say you know one person in the foursome and 2 others you don't, right? You're playing golf for 3, 4, 5 hours, right? You're connecting with that person. Those 2 guys that you've been playing with should also go into your database. That's knowing you on a personal level. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm not feeling it, Mark. I'm not feeling the love. I'm not feeling the love, Mark. I see the wheel spinning.
It leads me to my next question is, how do you bring it up in conversation? I mean, hell, when I was a kid, I had a hard time asking a girl for her phone number, let alone a strange person that I just met 10 minutes ago.
Great question. Okay. So when you're together with someone, it doesn't matter where, and you just met them, you guys hit it off, you're connecting, you don't start off with work, right? It's more, in this case, you're playing golf and you guys chit chat and say whatever you're saying, right? However, at some point say, hey, what do you do for a living, Mark? Right? That always comes up. I'm like, I'm an astronaut. Yay. What do you do? I'm in real estate. No shit. Real estate. Tell me about the market. Don't tell me you've never heard that before. Okay. What's going on in the real estate market? You could be in a room sitting at a table, having dinner, and there'll be a number of people there, astronaut, physicist, pilot. As soon as you say you're a realtor, everyone looks at you and go, ooh, tell me about the real estate market.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Everybody always wants to know about the real estate market.
Why?
I mean, it's something everybody either wants or they already have. So
because they have a vested interest in it.
Right.
If they own a home, their lifestyle, their net worth, their retirement is tied into it. Right. And they have a vested interest in it. So when the conversation, what do you do for a living, comes up, we do this, we do that. If they ask you any questions regarding real estate, that's when you bring this up. It's like, hey, Mark, what a great question. You know what? My office has a newsletter. It's like insider information of what is happening in the marketplace right now, right? And you're asking me some great questions about the market. I think this would be great for you. Would you be interested in this newsletter? Now, if they say yes, go, okay, great. So, hey, I'll send it to you. What's your contact information? Boom. And that's present. But let's pretend we're going to go with Sean's question, which is, I have a list of people to call, and I want to try and sell them on this idea of the newsletter. Because here's what we know. People do not go in your database until they say yes. If they say no, they're not going in there. Right? So this is the piece of information I'm offering. So let's go to the script. Okay. So I'll do it with you. Okay, Sean?
Okay.
All right. So ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, is this Sean?
Hey, Sean here again.
Hey, Sean, it's Danny Macedo with Roll a Page. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Danny. How are you?
I am doing awesome. It's been a while since we spoke. Just wanted to connect, see how you and the family are doing in these trying times.
Yeah, we're doing great. Yeah, thanks for asking.
You doing all right? Okay, good. That's good to hear. Hey, listen, I also wanted to speak to you about real estate. Do you have a quick minute for me?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, excellent. My office is putting together a newsletter. It's like insider information of what is happening in the marketplace. What we found was a lot of people were questioning and asking us, hey, what is happening in the real estate market? And my office took it upon themselves to put this together. And I was just wondering, would you be interested in getting a newsletter of what is happening in the marketplace?
Yeah.
Okay, so if they say yes, guys, they go on your list. You find, okay, cell number, email address, mailing address. You get that information. Okay. Now, Sean, what if you said no?
No.
No. Big smile on your face. It's like, I totally get it, Sean. Save the trees. I don't understand why the office is doing this, right? Really save the trees. Would you be interested in the newsletter version, the email version?
Yeah, we'll take the email version. Yeah.
Okay, so same idea, guys. If they say email, cell number, email address, mailing address, put it in here. Just make a note. Don't send by mail. Okay. Now, Mark, what if Sean said, no, I'm not interested in getting anything from you?
I've actually had this and I didn't know how to react.
So big smile in your face. Hey, Sean, I totally understand. You're probably getting a lot of information. Hey, anytime you have any questions, concerns, anything at all regarding real estate, let me know. I'm here to help. Thanks so much for your time. Click. Then you grab your list and you cross them off the list and you never call them again.
Okay.
See, here's the beauty is I don't want a few bad apples mess you up with the rest of them. Okay. So the goal is if I have 300 people in my, what I assume is my database, go through them, offer them something. Now, remember, you don't have to have this ready to send out. Here we are at the beginning of December. Going through your entire list of people will take a good 10 weeks, maybe longer. So you don't need to have this ready until maybe February or March, right? I would say February. Okay, get it ready for February. So use that as the reason for the call. Does that make sense, Sean?
Yeah. Can I try it with you then?
Absolutely.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Danny. Sean Donlan here, eXp Realty. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Good stuff. Yeah, fantastic. How are you and the family holding up? It's been a funny year.
You know what? We've been all right. To be honest, you saved some money, but we've been bored out of our mind. But we're good.
Yeah. Fantastic. Well, I'm delighted to hear that. Listen, I don't want to take up too much of your time. The reason I'm calling, our brokerage is putting together a newsletter for next year. Essentially, a lot of people in the area are looking for, I suppose, more in-depth market knowledge. So what we're doing is putting together an insider's information newsletter. Would you be interested in getting that newsletter, Denny?
Sure, absolutely.
Brilliant, brilliant. So I'll send it out probably in the first or second month of next year. That's when it's going to start. Can I just get your...
You don't have to tell them when you're going to send it.
Okay.
Just go into, hey, that's awesome. Hey, share with me, what is the best mailing address?
Okay.
What is your best email address? And what is the best, your cell number that I can reach you? Now, keep this in mind.
We'll send that out next year. What is the best email address to get you on?
Then blah, blah, blah.
Address to get you on. And is this the best cell number?
Is this the best number to reach you at? Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. I mean, it's really that simple, guys. Any questions regarding that?
No. Thank you.
All right. Mark, you're up. What are we working on?
I mean, that was honestly what I was happy Sean brought that up because that's what I have been struggling with, honestly. So,
okay. So let's move on to the next one. Now they're on your list. You've connected with them that first time. Here we are connecting with a second, maybe third time. What are you going to say to them now? Damn, you guys go blank right away. Hey, go ahead, Gopal.
It's right along the lines of the question. You asked me to do this, and I've been.
I can't hear you, man.
I can hear you, buddy.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now we can.
Okay, so you asked me to do that, and I've already gone through the first times just to touch base with some deactivated folks in my database. You said talk about the value, send them something whenever we get a chance. So when these are people I hadn't talked to in 4 or 5 years, but they were so glad I called. Like literally just to touch base. You told me, don't talk about business, don't talk about anything, just make that initial contact. But now along the lines of what Mark just said, you've already talked about real estate with them once, and my guys, I haven't. So how do I?
So now the very next call, doesn't matter how many times you've connected with them, right? As long as you've had that one conversation out of the way, okay? Where they are now on your list. After this, now you go to the second conversation, and which will be the third and the fourth and the fifth and every other conversation you have every time. So let's write it down. What should you be saying to someone that knows you, right? Someone that knows you. So obviously you start off with, ring, ring, ring. So I'm going to do it with you, Mark. Okay. So I'm going to do it with you, Mark. Okay. So ring, ring, ring.
hello.
Oh, hi. Is this Mark?
Yeah, that's Mark.
Hey, Mark. It's Dan Macedo with Roll the Page. How are you?
Good, Dan. How are you?
I am doing awesome. Hey, Mark, I just wanted to talk to you quickly about real estate. Do you have a quick minute for me?
Sure.
You do? Okay, great. Hey, with everything that's going on in the world, right? I'm just curious, what questions do you have regarding the real estate market?
Well, my wife and I have been kind of kicking it around about trying to capitalize on this market. We just don't want to move, though. That's the problem. I mean,
yeah, kind of happy where you are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally get it, man. Listen, you live in a great neighborhood. You have a great home, and obviously it's tough to make that decision. I'm curious, though, if you were to make that decision, where would you go to next?
I really have no idea. I mean, I guess we'd go over to the Yukon area here in Oklahoma.
Oh, nice. So you think of the Yukon area. Would you think of a same size home or a smaller home?
Oh, no, we'd definitely be upsizing.
A bigger home, right? Good for you. That sounds fantastic. Based on price point that's going on, we're noticing that homes at your price point right now, it moves really quickly, and price points that are slightly higher, there's actually a little bit more choice to buy in.
Yeah.
That's what's going on in the market.
So you said that houses in my price point move pretty quickly. So I take it you already know what my house is worth?
Well, I know where you are more or less, right? I know the size of the home because I've sold it to you, right? So, but I'm always on top of what's going on in the marketplace.
Okay.
Right. But I mean, you've all obviously did some upgrades to the home, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, listen, Mark, I don't mind. I could take some time out of my schedule to come by, take a look at the home, share with you what your home is worth in today's market, and more importantly, what's involved in getting the home sold. But I think right now, also sharing what's out there available to you. Would that be of interest to you?
Yeah. Yeah. Why not?
Okay. So do you prefer afternoon or evening appointments? Usually better.
Evening.
Okay. I'm going to stop you there. That doesn't happen very often. Right? It's fantastic. I'm glad we're going down that route, right? And I'll book you an appointment, right? And I'm just going by asking you questions, right? And I'm just digging deep on your motivation. I wasn't really thinking going down that route, to be honest with you, right? Because most of the time it's like, no, we're happy, we're great, and that's what you get, and that's okay. That's what you're supposed to get, right? But thank you, Mark, for going down that route. That was fantastic. I know.
Well, and that's a lot of my problem is I kind of, I know whenever, if somebody just stonewalls me, I'm not going to keep pushing too much. But
so let's do the stonewalling part. That's what I was kind of hoping for. I was kind of hoping that you would share what you got.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Sorry, go Paul. You get your hand up.
Oh, no, I was going to be the hardcore. Yeah,
you want to be a hardcore ass?
Go ahead, Mark, you do it.
I'm pretty sure Mark could do it. Mark, be the person that you typically get on the other end.
Okay. I can do that.
All right. So ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, is this Mark?
Yeah, it's Mark.
Hey, Mark, it's Dan Macedo, Roll the Page. How are you?
I'm good.
Good, good. Excellent. Hey, Mark, I just want to quickly talk to you about real estate. Do you have a quick minute for me?
Not really.
Not pretty busy right now?
Yeah, and I'm just not interested.
No, I totally get it. I wasn't saying for you to sell your house. That wasn't it, right? The way we're looking at it is right now in the marketplace, things have just gone sideways. And I was just wondering if you had any questions. I just want to make sure you guys were good.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, everything's good with the house and the family.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, excellent. Hey, listen, it was really nice chatting with you, Mark. Hey, listen, if you know of anyone that may be thinking of buying or selling a home, hey, I appreciate the business, Mark. I really do.
Okay.
And if you ever have any questions regarding real estate, hey, just give me a call. I'll be there for you.
Okay.
Hey, Mark. Hey, have an awesome day. I'll talk to you real soon.
All right. Thanks.
Bye. That's it.
See,
that's all you can do.
And that's what I've started doing. But and honestly, the reason I went the other direction on the previous call is because, quite frankly, whenever they finally say yes, it kind of takes you back for a second. You're like, oh, wait a minute. What do I got to say now?
Right.
Yeah. So when they do that, repeat what they say. Okay, guys, repeat what they say. Give them that approval. Okay, give them that approval because that gives you that second or two for you to think, what should I ask next? So when they kind of surprise you and say, wow, we're thinking of this. Oh, you're thinking of that. Fantastic. Good for you. Now dig deep. When would you like to be there? Right? Start looking at the when, the where, when, and why. Right? So these type of questions should come out of you naturally. Hey, tell me again, where's it that you're moving to? When would you like to be there? Why is it that you're moving there? Right? And when you get that, and I also throw in there because sometimes they don't know where they're going and sometimes they don't know why they're selling. But then I throw in, are you thinking of a bigger home or smaller home? And that idea is to just get them to talk, bigger or smaller, and then again, repeat and give them approval. The other question, the last question I may ask would be, are you thinking the same area or a different neighborhood? Because sometimes you get someone that says, I want the same size house. Wait, you want the same size house? Well, then why are you selling? Right? So it needs to be the area. It's because I'm not happy with the area I'm in for whatever reason. It's not to say that's a bad area. Maybe they want a lakefront now in the same size house, right? Like that's their preference. So you're just trying to dig a little deeper on the why, the motivation. Does that make sense? Okay. So if you ever get stuck, repeat what they say, which you always should be doing. Give them massive approval, and then remember the where, when, and why questions. Okay, that's how you get unstuck. And then worst case scenario, at the very end, you say to them, oh, by the way, who do you know that may be thinking of buying or selling? If you know of anyone, I appreciate the business. I'm coming with empathy here. It's not about me, it's about you. But at the very end, you leave them with that. Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right, who's next? I'm gonna go with Paul. What's next? Which one do you want to practice?
Can we do that same one and I'll put a different angle on it?
Sure. So who wants to be the agent?
I'll be the agent.
Oh, Nikki's gonna be the agent. I love it. All right, so Nikki's the agent, Gopal's the client. We're doing our database, calling the database.
Oh, I was
Second
gonna
call.
do FISBO, sorry.
All right, we're not doing physicals. Okay, so I'll
Okay.
I'll do it with you.
Yeah,
Okay,
go ahead.
All right, ring a ring.
Hello,
Hi, I was looking for Gopal.
speaking.
Hey, Gopal, it's Dan Macedo, World Page. How are you?
Hey, Dan.
Awesome. Hey, Gopal. The reason for my call, I just want to check in, see how you and the family are doing.
Doing great. Just
Yeah, you
awesome.
guys doing all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, these trying times, you're doing well.
Yeah, we're getting through. Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. That's fantastic. Hey, I also want to talk to you quickly about real estate. Do you have a minute for me?
I'm at work, but I got a couple of minutes. Go ahead.
All right. Hey, I'm just wondering, because of what's going on in the world, what questions or concerns do you have regarding the real estate market?
None so far. I spoke to you a month and a half ago. You know what? I know you're a realtor. You're probably looking for a sale or something, aren't you?
Okay, so is that your question? If I'm looking for a sale, then the answer is yes. I'm always looking for a sale, Gopal. Right? You're right. I'm always looking for a sale, just like you are, right? We're always looking for a sale. However, right now, I want to know about you, right? Is there anything that I can help you with regarding the real estate market? Any questions at all?
No, none whatsoever. No, we're good where we are, but we've often thought of what's happening.
Okay, excellent. Well, I'd like to share some insight. Right now in the marketplace, we have about 8,732 homes for sale, and the average home on the market is at about 21 days. Right? Just thought you should know that. It's good information to know. And what that simply means, it is an outstanding time to put your home for sale. So I'm just curious, who do you know that may be thinking of selling their home in the near future?
You know what, Danny? I can't think of anybody right now.
Hey, listen, I do appreciate that you thought about it. Really do, Gopal. If you come across anyone, hey, listen, I appreciate the business. And if you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to call me. I'm here to help.
Yeah, you know what? Down the road, we're not going anywhere soon. So I just don't see it happening.
No, you shouldn't. You invest in that. You never know. You might pick up another property and grow that wealth of yours.
Yeah, I'll keep you in mind. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thanks so much for your time, Paul.
Okay, so now what do you do? What do you as an agent do right after that?
Nothing. I just hang up the phone. What do you think I'm going to do?
Do you send them anything? Do you put them on a marketing drip campaign or
No,
anything?
this is my database. You follow the plan.
Okay.
I'm only calling you 4 times a year, but what else am I doing? I'm sending you 4 text messages a year. I'm sending you a mailer once a month. I'm sending you 2 emails a month. I'm going on social media and making a posting on, commenting on your stuff 2 to 4 times a year. I'm getting face to face with you 2 to 4 times a year. I'm sending you a personal note, handwritten 2 to 4 times a year. I have a lot of going on here. That's a big drip plan. Right? Right? This is just one of the 4 phone calls. That's all this is. Mark, you look so excited. Mark, oh my God. I'm sorry. Am I keeping you awake here?
No, I'm just listening. Just listening.
Okay. So guys, understand that the plan is not just a phone call.
Yeah.
You need to do those 7 steps to get 10% return.
Danny.
I don't need to do anymore. Yeah, go ahead, Sean.
So some people are not going to want to meet you for coffee or tea, I guess, whenever. Those people, you just contact
them 2 to 4 times a year. And yes, you go meet them. You're going to have a coffee with them or have a lunch or just a simple drop by or do a client appreciation event in which they come to you, or you're going to hand out pies, or you're going to hand out toffee, or you're going to do like a photo shoot and have family photos. You're going to come up with something that you get face to face with them 2 to 4 times a year. Now, yes, we're in a pandemic, so don't go see them right now.
Whatever.
Right? Don't go see them right now. But what some people are doing Sorry, go ahead, Sean.
Could you do like a quarterly or whatever customer appreciation event every quarter? Invite everybody, big event, well, whatever. When we can do those things, will that work?
You could do something like that. I know people right now. You know what they're doing right now? They're like for Thanksgiving, they hand out pies. They had like a drive-through pie event. They had like 100 pies, and people just drove in their car, handed the pie, right? And what people did was they cut it during Thanksgiving, cut into the pie, had a picture of it, and posted that. It was a brilliant piece.
Yeah. Okay.
Other agents are hiring a like their videographer, going to their studio and getting family photos done of each of their clients. And they're there just talking to them at a distance, seeing them come in. So every 10 minutes, a new family walks in. They're just chatting with the families that they've been dealing with. And the family walks away with the family photo for Christmas. It's coming up with ideas like that. During the summertime, we were doing drive-in movie theaters where they would rent like the side of a building and just projected a movie on it, come on stage and connect with everybody face to face. Okay. You could do a Zoom party if you want, after hour, whatever you like. Hey, it's your creativity. That makes sense? It's your creativity. But I'm asking for those 7 steps to be followed for you to get 10% return. That's all I'm asking. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny, are those written down anywhere in your docs or anything? I know.
It's in your friggin' business plan.
Oh,
it's in your business plan.
4 times, 4 texts, 4.
It's in your business plan. Gopal, we got to talk, Gopal. Okay. It's in section 4, a marketing plan of your business plan. Okay. What else we got going on, guys, before I let you go?
I've made some FISBO calls, Danny. Yeah. I have appointments that I need to go see the preview, just the preview home. Yeah. Most of them said they're happy, but they will be happy if I can bring them a client. Now, do I list them all on my website? Do I do anything to promote them? How do I get the buyers?
You don't. You get the listing.
Oh, so if they don't want to give the listing
until they sign with you and you get the listing. Until then, they're on their own.
Okay.
Okay. So that's handling that objection. That's us. That's you saying to them, hey, this is fantastic. As soon as you hire me, I'll get you a buyer.
Okay. But if they say if you have a buyer, you can bring him.
Oh, I have many buyers, but I will not bring them to you until you're under contract.
Okay.
How do you say that though in a more...
What? That wasn't pleasant enough? Come on. That's pleasant. They go, listen, hey, Mark, I have a responsibility to the clients that I've listed with right now. And my job is to find them buyers. But you know, Mark, what I can do for you is as soon as you hire me to be your realtor, I'm going to go out there and work my butt off to make sure I find a buyer for your home. Because I don't believe in the idea of just listing your home. So do you feel I can sell your home? Good. Prove it. Sign the contract. Okay. All right, guys, I got to bounce. I'll talk to you guys next week. Thanks so much.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.